Catlin Koi posting a drama video? She's a full-grown woman. Doesn't she have better things to do? Well, when someone tells me that I deserve to suffer through my seizure disorder, then tries to cover their ass by saying they're being impersonated, something that I actually have dealt with, I think I have the right to talk about it. This is going to be pretty off the cuff. The audio might suck. You might hear my pets in the background, but I don't care. Let's start from the beginning. Vaqeii, or however you pronounce it, is a YouTuber that covers Splatoon discourse and memes. And he made an infamous video bashing Fry's design. And I found the video rude and distasteful. What really clinched it for me, though, was the opening, when he used my characters in a montage of other fan idols as a backup for why Fry's design was bad, and I felt that that was using my characters in a way that I didn't approve of. Now, this has since been blurred out, and I didn't manage to get a screen cap of when my characters were on the screen, but Panda Universe did get a screen cap of when their characters were on the screen. So I made a comment. Here it is in its entirety. And yes, I do want to say that I regret making this comment. I should have just closed the tab and moved on. I was a bit aggressive, I was a bit rude, and while I still believe all of my opinions, the comment itself was pretty tactless. So, I am sorry that I made this comment. But then, it escalated. 2 days later, vaqeii makes a video in response to the backlash and features my comment amongst others. I only knew about any of this because I was told about it, and at that point I was already coming to the realization that this wasn't really worth it. I didn't care anymore, and I just didn't want to be a part of it. But turns out that even though I was only one of the many commenters, so many that he felt the need to make a follow-up video, I seemed to become a target. On August 27th, I was hosting a stream and talking candidly about one of my disabilities. For context, I suffer from a variety of disabilities, including psychogenic focal aware seizures. They are psychiatrically induced, so by stress or unconscious trauma, and they cause me to dissociate. Everything feels like a dream, time feels slow, seconds feel like minutes, minutes can feel like hours, my eyes dart around painfully, I can barely walk, most times I can't even talk, and sometimes it can get so bad that it's possible I could injure myself with involuntary convulsions, like my neck snapping back and hitting my head on a wall. And the worst part is, as you can tell by this description, I am awake throughout this process. I go through seizures just about every single day, at least once a day. And I go through them regularly on stream because of this. So I speak honestly and candidly about my condition, because it's just a fact of my life, and I believe that disability awareness is important. So how does this relate back to vaqeii? Well, at 55 minutes 38 seconds of my stream, he comes in and tells me that I basically deserve to suffer. I'm always awake in my seizures, deserved, holy shit! Vaqeii! The fact that I'm awake to experience these horrific episodes, the fact that I'm awake to feel utterly helpless and terrified, I mean, you may think I'm being dramatic, but I'm just being honest. It's a miserable thing that removes my ability to be independent as an adult. And vaqeii said that I deserve it. I even had a seizure on that very stream. That's where it had to end because I had to go lay down. And those words just kept rattling around my head. Just how cruel those words are. It cuts deeper than you can imagine. And before I move on, yes, I did call him racist on the stream and said some other questionable things, but in my defense, I was in the heat of the moment pissed off beyond belief at one of the cruelest things ever said to me, but I want to clarify, I don't actually think he's racist. I just think he's an ableist liar. Anyway, this single comment is bad enough, but that very same day, vaqeii makes a tweet, now deleted, using the clip of me reacting and says, I know who I'm making a video on next. The timestamp says 1 day ago, and Panda Universe sent me the screenshot on the 28th. So even though it's deleted, you can basically tell, yes, it was on the 27th. And also, yes, I did go and check to see it with my own eyes. Panda didn't just send me some Photoshop post, but I had asked them to go get screen caps because, frankly, I was a little too upset at the time. But I wanted to start gathering receipts. I have learned over the years that if you're even slightly a public figure, and evidently I count as one, whenever you get into any sort of drama, document it. Some people may think that this is paranoid, but this screen cap right here, this is the very thing that proves vaqeii is a liar. The YouTuber Bobinski made a short video addressing the drama and made some good points about how I shouldn't have made the comment, and again, I agree, I was very reactionary, and that is something that I have been trying to work on for years. Okay, this isn't in the little script that I wrote for myself to organize my thoughts, but I think that I should address it. A lot of people really don't like me because, like, people would send me comments and then I would, like, overreact to them. I was not used to this influx of comments from people when I started getting big on YouTube, and along with my other disabilities, I'm autistic, so I just really overreacted. And then I started realizing, oh, I'm being a bitch, and I really need to just dial it back, because it's really not worth it. So yes, this is something that I've been working on. I recognize that's not a good thing to do, and obviously I still have more to work on because I made that stupid comment to begin with. Okay, anyway... This is why I script things. So anyway, back to the video. I mean, you know, I gotta say, for someone that says they're coming from an unbiased standpoint, they really did focus a lot on how wrong I was, instead of someone, you know, blatantly harassing me about my disability. For full transparency, this is the comment that I left on their video. You can pause to read it if you want. But it's vaqeii's comment that I think really needs to be highlighted, and is because Bobinski took it at face value and pinned the comment. And I want to focus just on this top part. He said he's being impersonated and only recently learned about the drama. Oh, you're being impersonated? You didn't even know about the drama until a few days ago? Because, you know, you posted this on the 6th, but my live stream and your tweet about my live stream was on the 27th of August. I do not believe this for a second. My friend Majora made a call-out post. Disclaimer, I did not tell her to do this. She did this of her own volition after I told her what was happening. And vaqeii responded with the same thing, that he's being impersonated. He says he's made a post about it already, and that this is the account that's impersonating him. But look a little deeper and to see that, oh no, I don't think this really adds up. So the quote, real vaqeii made his account in 2017, and this imposter made an account in 2019, and yet apparently didn't start making anything until September 3rd, and is apparently only targeting me? I don't know about you, but I think that might be a little too convenient. And now I have actually been impersonated before, back in 2020, for about 2 months straight. The moment I learned about it, I immediately started collecting receipts, because I will not let someone defame me. That account is now privated, because I just post a lot of political takes on there, and I don't really want to have my political views mixing with my content creation. But here, you can see the documentation I did. And this is why I collect receipts. People have tried to impersonate me. People have tried to dox me. Someone once even found my phone number and left me several long and confusing voicemails. I need to document things for my own safety. And speaking of my own safety, less than a week after vaqeii told me I deserve to be awake for my seizures, I receive these lovely little DMs from a burner account. They contained more comments about how I deserve my disability, and along with some flashing gifs in attempts to trigger a seizure. Now, I don't know about you, but even though this is over the internet, Does this not count as attempted assault? Maybe assault isn't the right word, I don't know, but this person tried to trigger an epileptic seizure, which can be extremely dangerous. Luckily, they were too ignorant to know I suffer from non-epileptic seizures, so flashing lights don't do anything other than hurt my eyes. So, okay, we have no proof this Silencer Wix person is vaqeii. It could just be another troll riding the hate coattails. But I don't know, the typing style seems pretty similar, and also, I've been having seizures for a long time. It's kind of a known thing amongst my streaming audience, since I have them frequently while I'm live, and no one has ever harassed me about my seizures or been rude about them before. But now, an account that is apparently impersonating vaqeii that has existed since 2019 is suddenly targeting me and only me right after I make a stupid comment on his stupid video and harassing me in the exact same way, saying that I deserve it. Yeah. So, I mean, we have no proof, but, seems a little sus if you ask me. So that's really it. That's all she wrote. And all of this for what? For what? Because I made a comment? One of many? I do regret making the comment, not just because of this drama, but because I should have just minded my own business. I can own up to that. I think it's important for you to be able to own up to mistakes that you've made and not try to lie and hide behind something. How can you ever grow as a person if you don't accept and own up to the wrong things that you have done? Even if they're small little things, transgressions, you should be able to look at yourself, self-reflect, and realize, okay, the things that I have been doing have been hurting other people. I either didn't know about it or didn't care before, but now I do. And I choose to change. I choose to try to actively be a better person. And I am sorry to any of the people that I have hurt, to any of the people that I have been just needlessly rude to over the years. I really wanted to address this for a while, but I don't want to make drama videos. I didn't want to have to make something like this. But when it gets to this point, I don't have an ending for this. I forgot to write one, so this has just been off the cuff. But yeah, that's it. vaqeii, you're a liar. And I think that it would really be beneficial to your growth as a human being to just own up to it and maybe apologize. I'm apologizing for making a reactionary comment because I have the ability to admit if I've done something wrong. Maybe you should learn that too.